Hey guys, how you doing? We're about to create something now in Tilt Brush. In our previous video, we went over all the tools and how Tilt Brush works. So now let's create something. So in this video, I would like to build a TIE fighter using these images. If I bring up our reference panel here, we're going to be using this for reference. And I also have some blueprints we can use to get the sizing and the proportions right. All right, so the first thing I want to do is turn on our mirror mode, and now I'm going to bring up my reference, and I'm going to place it in the middle as best as I can, like that, and then I'm going to enlarge it, and also pressing the trackpad so it locks into place. And I figure I'll make it, let's make it bigger than that. Let's go huge here. All right. Boom. I think that'll work. All right, up next, and I have to go to the back here and get this panel. This is all in 3D, right? So now I want to put the sides on. Hit both grip buttons and try to align this where I need it. Let me shrink the scene a bit. There we go. And then, yeah, I think that would work. I think that'll be enough. Okay, so what I want to do now is pin these two panels so I don't accidentally move them. And the way you do that is you hit your trigger buttons, snap it to the middle where it was, and then pull the trigger when you're ready. Should be right there. And as you can see, that little pin showed up. So now I can't accidentally move it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to more here. I'm going to bring in some guides, and I'm going to create a sphere. And our sphere, of course, is going to be our guide for the center of our TIE fighter, which should be, I'm guessing, right about, I think that's good. Yeah. Up next, we are going to create this pole here. So I'm going to use a capsule, and I can shrink the capsule and elongate it by doing this, right, and try to get it exactly the way I need it. Let's make it bigger. All right, there we go. That looks pretty good to me. And up next, we are going to make a box for our wing, so we got to go to the other side to do that. I'm going to lock it so it's at 0, 0. And let me enlarge it so I can actually touch it. Okay, so now we could start painting. The first thing we got to do is pick our brush. So what do we want to do? Okay, so we got oil paint, and it's gray. I think we're good to start. So all I'm going to do is start with here with the hull, and then the wing, and then the other wing, and because it's in mirror mode, it'll copy whatever I'm doing on each side. So you could sit back and just watch that come alive. All right, so we got our hull done, as you can see, front and back. So now I'm just going to concentrate on this side. All right, so now I got the bar of the wing done, and because it's in mirror mode, it does it on both sides, of course. So now let's concentrate on making this. Now this is a little bit tricky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to enlarge it here, and I'm going to make on top here, I'm just going to make this guide here best as I can. I'm going to put it also on the bottom. I'm going to make sure I'm painting the bottom of this box. All right, just like that. Get these edges, and now I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm just going to go ahead and try and average out where these things live. All right, so what I'm going to do is now continue and do these little details in here. Well, I think that is pretty much it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of our guides for now. And I am going to get rid of our images. Now we could start finishing off our wings. So what I'm going to do is take off our eraser, go to our straight edge tool. Thick, let's see. So remember those guides I put? That's what they're for. So I can pretty much see. That might be a bit too thick. So let me just zoom in here. Make it a little bit smaller and then just connect. And then connect back up. Just go twice here. So now what I want to do is start filling in, this, putting in the black in here. And actually, I could actually go in and actually paint the cockpit chair and all that, but I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to leave it black. And yeah, start filling in the wing panels, fix up these little gaps here. And yeah, I think we should be almost done. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is bring up this this image here, just so we can sort of get a sense of how things work in terms of this grill. So the outside is perfectly round. So what I'm going to do is start with that. Make it go all the way around. All right, so we got our little grill happening there. So now I think what I'm going to do is just start fixing things up, and I think we'll be done. All right, so here's our little TIE fighter, simple enough to do. Put the lasers on it, and yeah, so that's it. And don't remember to like and subscribe if you want to see more. So I'll see you in the next video.